Hello, this is Darren Martin with Learning Analytics. This video will discuss how to identify supporting details. Let's get started. Supporting details help to make the main idea clear through providing a deeper explanation of the author's main point. Supporting details are examples, explanations, proofs, statistics, and etc. that support and illustrate the point being made by the main idea of the paragraph or passage. To find the supporting details, you must identify the main idea and then turn it into a question by asking what, when, where, who, why, or how about the main idea. The statements or phrases from the paragraph or passage that answer these questions are the supporting details. Let's look at an example. In this example, we have the passage on the left and the question and answer choice on the right. We're going to follow our test taking strategies and we're going to read the question first, then read the answer choices, read the passage, eliminate the incorrect answers, and then select the correct answer. Because this question is asking us to identify the statement that best supports, we know we need to find the main idea, and then once we find it, we need to switch the main idea into a question. So in this particular example, they give us the main idea and they say that animals are ready to live in the tundra. So I'm going to switch that and it's going to say what animals are ready to live in the tundra. So let's read the question. Which sentence from the passage best supports the idea that animals are ready to live in the tundra? Choice A, plants can only grow in the thin top layer of soil. Choice B, winters in the tundra are long and extremely cold. Choice C, a tundra is a place with very low temperatures and very little rain. Choice D, for instance, foxes, reindeer, caribou, and grizzly bears all have thick fur. Next, I must read the passage. A tundra is a place with very low temperatures and very little rain. Winters in the tundra are long and extremely cold. Summers are short, mild, and cool. Some animals living in the tundra are prepared for the cold weather. For instance, foxes, reindeer, caribou, and grizzly bears all have thick fur. Their fur protects them from the cold. There are very few plants in the tundra. Most of the soil in the tundra is frozen. Plants can only grow in thin top layer of soil. Only small, low-growing types such as grasses and small bushes grow there. Trees cannot grow in the tundra because their roots cannot grow deep enough into the soil. As I read the passage, I remember reading something about animals, and the question is asking me about the idea that animals are ready to live in the tundra. So I'll go back into the passage and look and find that it states some animals living in the tundra are prepared for the cold weather. For instance, foxes, reindeer, caribou, and grizzly bears all have thick fur. Their fur protects them from the cold. Answer choices. I see that choice A, plants can only grow in the thin top layer of soil. Well, that doesn't say anything about animals. So winters in the tundra are long and extremely cold. Well, that part was in the passage, but that doesn't say anything about animals or doesn't answer the question. Choice C, a tundra is a place with very low temperatures and very little rain. Again, that's in the passage, but that has nothing to do with the animals and being prepared to live in the tundra. So the only answer choice I have left is for instance, foxes, reindeer, caribou, and grizzly bears all have thick fur. The answer is choice D. Let's look at another example. Again, in this example, I have the passage on the left and I have the question with answer choices on the right. We're going to use our test taking strategies and we're going to first read the question, then read the answer choices, read the passage, eliminate the incorrect answers, and then select the correct answer. When I read the question, what do details in paragraphs 1 through 5 suggest about Amy and Todd? Well, I know that question is asking me to find supporting details or to relate the details to the answer choices. So I know I must identify the main idea and then turn it into a question. This particular question does not give us the main idea. So we're going to have to go into the passage and find it. So when I do that, I can see that math homework is mentioned several times in the passage. So then I need to ask myself, what does this author want me to know about math homework? And apparently Todd likes solving math problems. So that's the main idea. Todd likes math. So I'm going to turn that into a question. Why was Todd solving math problems? Next, I have to read the passage. Todd was lying on the family room floor doing math homework when he heard his mother back from her shift at the Crafts cottage. She was later than usual, so she must have stopped on her way home to get groceries. Todd hoped so. Groceries were one of life's good things. Math homework was another. Todd knew other kids thought it was strange to like having math homework, but he did. He loved questions that had answers, problems that had solutions, 20 of them, all on one page. He loved looking at a neat page of calculations and knowing that he had them all 100% right. His mother came into the family room and clicked off the TV. Todd looked at Amy, so lost in her book that she didn't seem to register that her mother's presence in the room. But their father, dozing on the couch with the remote control in his hand, came awake with a guilty startle. David, Todd, Amy, quiet voices could sound so much more menacing than shouting ones. I need you to come into the kitchen now. Amy put her book down, and the three of them straggled into the kitchen. If they had tails like Wiggy, the tails would have been tucked between their legs. Now let's revisit the question. What do details in paragraphs 1 through 5 suggest about Amy and Todd? Well, I already know that the main idea is about Todd solving math problems, and I've already changed that into a question. Why was Todd solving math problems? And when I go back in and read the passage and review the passage, I see that apparently by what's underlined in orange, Todd liked math. He liked solving math problems. As I read on, I see that Amy was startled because she was so engulfed in her book. So Todd liked math, and Amy apparently liked to read. Let's see if I can answer my question. If I look at my answer choices, I'm going to start and say, well, the first, I see that Todd had a different reaction to his mother's voice than Amy. Well, that's not correct. So I can eliminate that answer. Yeah. Then the next, I see that Todd is more interested in watching TV than Amy. Well, that's not correct either. So now I have two answers there to select from. Todd is more focused on school than Amy is. Well, I know that Amy was reading, so that's not correct. So the only choice I have left is Todd has different interests than Amy. So that's the correct answer. Todd liked math, and apparently Amy must like to read. Remember, when solving for supporting details or finding the supporting details, remember that supporting details are examples, explanations, proofs, statistics, etc. that support and illustrate the point being made. Supporting details help to make the main idea clearer, providing a deeper explanation of the author's main point. To find the supporting details, you must identify the main idea. Sometimes they'll give you the main idea. They'll tell you the idea they want you to look for. And other times you may have to find the main idea. To do that, you identify the topic and ask, what does the author want me to know about the topic? Then after that, you turn the main idea into a question. by asking what, when, where, who, why, or how about the main idea. And then the statements or phrases from the paragraph or passage that answer these questions will be the supporting details. This has been Darren Martin from Learning Analytics. Thank you.